And now we go to our beloved weekly segment where Kayla watches episodes of Game of Thrones. She is a newbie to the series, and we just kind of track your journey on a segment we like to call
Kayla Knows Nothing.
Kayla Knows Nothing. And Kayla, you just watched the season finale of season 1, entitled Fire and Blood.
After last episode, episode 9, I didn't know if I could go on, but I did. I did it for you, Dan.
I appreciate that.
You're welcome.
Did you think, are you glad you went on, or did the episode prove that you were right?
I mean, it's all going to be downhill from here, but whatever. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
I know, it's a good show, and it'll get much better, I'm sure.
I mean, you are free to hate it. If you want to hate it, hate it. I'll be interested in engaging.
They just killed off my guy, Ned.
Which one? Ned. They killed off Ned, and they killed off, in this one, Drogo.
I didn't like that either.
Well, let's start with that then.
Okay, should we start there?
Yeah.
So she loses her baby and her husband. Mm-hmm. She didn't even seem sad. I mean, she was sad. She was sad. Okay, I thought they were going to take her baby because they said they needed blood.
Yeah.
And then they cut off the horse's head, which they just apparently like to do. And then they still killed her baby.
I mean, it's kind of vague how it works, right? It's like this witch lady cast a spell.
But she also said that the baby was a dragon?
Like born all freaky and monstery and weird, and stillborn too.
Oh, okay. So that's not as sad, but it's still sad.
It's not as sad?
But it's stillborn. There's nothing you can do.
No, nothing you can do. But I mean, I think the implication is she might have had a successful birth had it not been for the spell she had the witch lady do.
Okay.
That in order to give Drogo some kind of crappy catatonic half-life, the baby had to die.
So he wasn't even going to live a healthy, normal life?
No.
If he did live?
Not according to... It's not how it seems. It seems like Mary Mazdor, the witch, knew that, didn't really give Dany all the information, and went ahead with it anyway.
Why would she do that?
Why do you think?
Because she's a witch.
She is a witch. But about that conversation they had kind of on the bluff, where Dany's like, why did you do this? I saved you. You owed me. She
said that she had already been raped. She'd been saving.
Raped. Her village was burned down. All the people she knew were dead. So was this her revenge in a way against? Because we like Dany and we like Drogo, but they still massacred a village. Right. I mean, his men raped women. They raped her. They raped her friends. They killed her friends. Does she have a right to this kind of revenge?
I guess.
I mean, and we don't like it, of course, because we like Daenerys,
right.
But I think it's sometimes it's important to...
But then she got her revenge. And
she got her revenge.
Burned her alive, so...
I mean, I kind of doubt she... I'm not sure she wanted to live at that point, the lady. But I do think one of the cool things about the series is that you can look at kind of different perspectives, and it's, even though we like the people we like, it doesn't mean people who are against them are wrong all the time. In this case, it might have been a case of, well, yeah, she was a nasty person who did something bad, but also she had some good reasons for it.
Okay.
And maybe no one's exactly at fault, or everyone's at fault.
I am sad about Drogo.
Okay. And do you think that was right? She smothered him with a pillow?
Why'd she do that? Just because, was that the state he was always going to be in?
We can't know for absolute positive certain. He didn't seem like he was on his way out. She was like, come back to me. He's just like, that's like, oh, it's a horrible...
I hated when she smothered him with a pillow. I actually yelled over to you and I said, this is really sad. This episode is making me depressed.
Yeah, it was so do you think she should have kept him, she should have not smothered him?
DNR. Or no, she did DNR.
She did DNR.
I'm about resuscitating.
Gotcha. No, that's a fair point. I guess I would say, I don't know, because Drogo's a really vital guy, right?
Yeah, I feel like if he can't be big and bad and strong and mighty, then he wouldn't want to live anyway.
But we can't know because he wasn't conscious, so he couldn't give his consent.
It's true.
But she made her choice and she did it. But yeah, the big finale scene, she did get, I don't know, we'll call it revenge. It's a new beginning for her. One thing,
but they were a cute couple,
all left.
And
they were a cute couple, and he's hot. Both of these things are true. But he's going, and I'm sorry you lost Ned and you lost Drogo. But we did get something out of it. In the end, she, her Khalasar leaves, but she gives Drogo a little funeral pyre.
Yes.
She ties Mary Mazdor to the stake.
Yep.
Which, kind of the same thing she did. She needed life or death for life, so she kills Mary Mazdor, and that's kind of the sacrifice she makes. And then Remember, she had that thing earlier where she couldn't get burned.
Right. So then she walks into this ball of fire.
Yeah. With the dragon eggs there and comes out the other end.
Did she put those with him? I thought she was.
Yeah.
At first, I thought she was burying him with him. I'm like, why is she doing that? Those are her dragon eggs. And then, very last scene, she's sitting in the middle of it naked with baby dragons.
Clothes burned out like the dragons. Bam!
So she can't burn.
She can't burn. No, she is a fireproof kind of woman.
And clearly dragons are too, obviously.
That makes sense.
They breathe fire.
They're fire people.
Right.
What did you think of that final scene?
I don't get it.
What questions do you have?
How can you not burn? Is the fire what needed to happen in order for the eggs to hatch? Because those eggs have been around for a while.
I mean, it's all sort of vague. It's kind of, I think, and kind of in fan talking, it's like a confluence of her sacrificing the witch lady and the fire, and there's also like a cosmic kind of alignment crap. It only could have happened then. Because they haven't hatched in a long time. Oh. And her being sort of a special lady.
So it's like the perfect storm.
The perfect storm.
The perfect firestorm.
Perfect firestorm. Daenerys and the eggs and the Drogo and the dragon and the comet.
Okay. So new beginnings for Daenerys.
It's exciting, I think. I mean,
she's got 3 of those, right?
She does.
Okay.
And she also have people who are, I think, more loyal to her than before, right? Because they all bow.
Yeah, they all were bowing at the end.
I mean, you see a lady walk into a fire and then live,
fire, right.
and then she comes out the other end. It's like, oh, you got dragons. Like, yeah, I'm like, yeah, I'll follow that lady. Seems pretty cool. So she has both dragons and a little army that is very loyal to her.
Go girl, girl power.
But I mean, what can she do now? She's still not where she was.
Are the Dothrakis behind her?
The ones who stayed are. The ones who
the rest
saw it.
left.
Most of them left after Drogo, was catatonic.
Okay, well, I feel like she's gonna survive. She's gonna do well.
Okay.
She'll thrive.
Yeah, we'll check back on her if season 2. All right, the other big story from this is just basically the rest of it is everyone reacts to Ned's death.
Yes.
Anybody affect you? I heard about the episode. At one point, you gasped. You were like, you remember what that was?
I did.
You did. I mean, maybe it was something on your phone. I don't actually know. I was just on my computer, and I just heard you go, I was like, oh.
I have this thing called ADD where I can't just sit and focus. I have to be doing 5 other things, which is probably why I'm ADD.
I sympathize.
I hate the prince.
Prince Joffrey?
Prince Joffrey.
Yeah, that is a popular opinion.
When does he die?
Maybe never. Maybe tomorrow.
It was awful when first of all, he was so mean to the guy singing that horrible song.
It's a horrible song, but it's still just it's
Can
just
you
a
live
funny
without
song,
your tongue?
dude.
Do you just die?
Yeah. You
can live without your tongue?
Of course you can. That executioner guy doesn't have
How do you
a tongue. I don't know the mechanics, but it definitely happens. Or you can get, didn't not George Washington, some of the founding fathers had wooden tongues, or wooden teeth, I'm sorry.
Wooden tongues.
Not wooden tongues, wooden teeth. You can live without a tongue.
How?
It's probably not fun. I wouldn't recommend it.
I don't know how that's possible.
Applesauce in your future.
Oh, that freaks me out. Tongues are weird. Ugh, okay.
Yeah, he's not he doesn't look like going to be a beneficent ruler.
Right. So then he's awful to Sansa.
Awful.
Takes her to see Ned's head, which I also hated. And then it's just kind of here's how powerful I am, and look at it, and bow down and obey me. And I was really hoping she was going to push him.
God, me too.
When she saw an opportunity, and then Scarface stopped her. I'm just going to make up my own names because I don't remember this.
That's fine. We can call him Scarface. Scarface stopped her.
And then he won't slap her, but then he has his guard slap her.
Just trash this man.
Trash. Absolute.
I think a lot of folk were hoping that Sansa would just push him off.
I thought she was going to. I hope she does at some point.
I think for me, that marked the point where I kind of started to warm up to Sansa. I think a lot of fans didn't really like her this season.
No, I didn't in the beginning, and now I was on her side in the last episode.
But yeah, if you're going to push off Joffrey, that's A+, go for it.
And then he's talking to her face how he's going to go and kill her brother, and then bring his head there, and she was like, I hope he brings yours.
Which I'm sure we all are hoping too. Speaking of her brother, Robb, he also has he beats up a tree with his sword, ruining it.
Do you know who I don't think is still alive, just based on what I haven't seen?
What's that?
Catelyn.
I mean, maybe she is, maybe she isn't. We don't know. mean, I know you don't know.
I really don't know, but she's not in anything.
We know collectively.
Spoilers, so.
Or possibly, but I thought it was pretty affecting when I was rewatching it for this. I was like, oh, he's so upset. And she's so upset, but then she sees him being upset, and then she kind of comforts him, because that kind of happens in life, right? Like if you're upset, but you can comfort someone else, then it makes you less upset.
Right.
I have found.
Do you need comforting, Dan? Are you okay?
Right now, I'm okay.
Okay.
Let's see after
you just let
Game
me know.
7. Anything stand out to you about their scenes? He also got kind of...
So now he's kind of like the leader.
He's basically elected, or just kind of forced into the position of their king.
And what is it, King of the North?
King in the North.
King in the North, okay.
Yeah, very important distinction.
But yeah, I hope that they go and take down the Lannisters.
So you're okay with secession? Because basically what they're doing is, it's like the South seceding from the Union. Like the North is now just saying, we're not going to be part of this country anymore. We're out of here. We're seceding. We're going to fight all y'all.
100%. They killed Ned.
I think you're right. Yeah.
Do what you got to do.
Exactly. Although note that, like, he didn't suggest it. It's like it was his underlings, his lieutenants were like, let's make this guy king in the North. We don't like any of these other
I think
people.
that's what you do when your father dies. You want to step into their shoes and do what they would have done.
It wasn't just his father, it was, the ruler of all these people in the North. So they miss him too.
Right.
And they want another person. Do you think he should make allies with anybody? Like there's still King Renly, Robert's gay brother out there. He's trying to take the throne too. There's also Stannis, who we haven't met yet. Or should Robb go it alone? Should he charge King's Landing?
I think he should bring in friends.
Yeah.
I think it'd be good to have everyone against the Lannisters.
Yeah, we'll see how that goes soon enough. Stop by Winterfell really, really briefly. Check in with Bran and Rickon, who both have kind of weird dreams that Ned's in the crypt, and they go down there, and it's like,
that
he's
was
not in the
weird,
crypt.
yeah.
Weird, right? Is something. I mean,
like
we now know there are
sense.
dragons. Why not magic and dreamy crap?
Right. ESP.
Anything you want to say about that?
It was sad because it was like they had what is it called? Intuition. They knew that something was going on. They both saw him in the dungeon, and then the next thing they know, he's dead.
Yeah, it is sad. Like they have family ESP bond or something.
It's possible.
And finally, the last Stark member was Arya, who got a decent amount of screen time this week. What's her journey looking like for you?
So the guy who took her when Ned was being beheaded.
Yeah, his name is Yoren, although you can give him a name if you want.
Is he a good guy or a bad guy?
What do you think?
I don't know. Well, he grabbed her and was holding her, so I thought he was a good guy, and then he immediately keeps calling her a him and drags her away. But I obviously he's doing it to protect her.
Yeah,
and cuts her hair, calls her a boy.
Looking for a girl,
right.
So you're going to be a boy.
So I think he's good right now. I'm still not sure.
Well, he's from the Night's Watch. He's from John's, and he's down here to find new recruits. So, and the Night's Watch is in the North, where Ned presided over. So he, I think, feels loyal to Ned in the North. And they talked, and he seemed like a decent guy. It seems like he's trying to help her out, to smuggle her way up north, away from these terrible, terrible people.
Okay.
And how about her? How's she taking all this?
I think she kind of likes it.
Really? I mean,
obviously, it's rough for her, but when the guy was asking her about her sword and she didn't want to give it away, I think she's gonna, I don't know, kind of take on this new role and do well in it.
No, yeah, I can see that because, she's
independent, she's a tomboy,
Yeah, and she's not one, she was never one to just kind of be in dresses and stitch stuff. She was always a little more rough and tumble, so maybe I don't know, sew things. What do ladies of the court do? Dance, attend balls, masquerades. But she was always a bit more rough and tumble, so maybe this will fit her. You're right, I can see that. And Gendry's there.
So what would happen if she stayed?
What do you think?
I don't know.
How would she do it? She could turn herself over.
But what would the Cersei have done something to her? They're under their care, so.
Yeah, they're under their care. And remember, Cersei didn't want Ned killed. And holding the daughters of, your enemy is a good bargaining chip. I don't think she'd want to kill Arya. I don't think she wants to kill Sansa.
Okay.
I think she wants to use them to bargain with Catelyn and Robb.
I just didn't know what the point of getting Arya out of there so quickly was. If she would have been safe there.
Oh, she wouldn't have. I mean, she would have been safe, then she wouldn't have been killed.
Okay.
But she would have been like what Sansa is now, a prisoner.
Yeah.
She's basically a prisoner. A prisoner of war, and then they might exchange her, or like, you know, you can use them to like threaten Catelyn and Robb, like if don't attack us or we'll hurt your daughters, that kind of thing.
Right.
It's bad for the Lannisters that Arya gets away.
Catelyn just wants her daughters back.
I mean, why wouldn't you want your daughters back?
I hope that happens.
Me too. So do we all. And then Gendry's there too, so he's going north with them. Any impression of him? Yeah, I know, not much has happened with him yet.
Not a lot, no.
Okay, it's a couple things we've got to hit. We got Tyrion, and I want to talk about that scene with Jaime really quick too. Or
And Catelyn?
Yeah, Jaime and Catelyn.
Yeah, she slaps him, as rightfully so.
With a rock.
Yes. I was hoping she was gonna just kill him right then and there, but.
Well, keep in mind.
But that she needs something to bargain with.
Exactly. Like they have Sansa, she has Jaime.
And she just kind of asked him questions. I was surprised he confessed to pushing Bronn.
Yeah, I was too. Just like there was no hesitation. Just like, yeah, I pushed him out a window.
But then he wouldn't answer why.
Yeah, so he was okay admitting the window bit, but he wasn't okay admitting the twincest bit.
Right.
Can you make sense out of that?
No. Because, who was it? Cersei told Ned why. Well, he knew. And then he asked her, and
she confirmed it.
Yeah. So.
But she had a plan to put him out of commission already working.
That's true.
He really didn't. He's still a prisoner. I'm not sure he thinks things through as much as Cersei does. Speaking of, we got a glimpse of her. She's having sex with the squire.
Yes.
Who poisoned
also
Robert.
Looks 7.
Who is also her cousin. She likes incest. She's a huge fan of it. And was that surprising? Or just
no,
like
not
at this point, yeah, like of course she is. Sure, she has sex with her cousin.
I'm not even gonna go there. It's gonna say something, I'll just keep my mouth shut.
Yeah, maybe it's for the best. And finally, let's hit Tyrion. So
God,
we kind
love
of
Tyrion.
have so he's the fun Lannister, the one we kind of like. What happened to him here? So the battle is done. They know that Ned's been killed, and they don't seem terribly happy about it. Like his father doesn't, he doesn't. Even the other Lannisters kind of don't like Joffrey.
Right. I don't like him either. I know he has a talk with his father. Mm-hmm. They kind of appoint him to Ned's old job.
Right,
and he's allowed to bring
He is not allowed to bring his girlfriend. He brings the girlfriend anyway.
Okay, yes. Because she is like, I feel like we talked about this last week, she's a classy hooker.
Classy hooker, yeah. It happens. And yeah, she's fun. And she's,
I like her.
Yeah, I like her too. I think she's clever and fun and well written and well acted. I like that actress. And kind of, kind of edgy and exotic, but also down to earth.
Why wouldn't he want her bringing him? Why wouldn't the king dad want him bringing her?
He wouldn't want to bring her for a couple of reasons. There's that one story, remember that he told the story when he was married to a whore, briefly? Mm-hmm. And his father hated that. And, there was that horrible description of the gang rape of her.
Yes.
I think this big thing is he thinks of the Lannisters as like a really prim and proper, high, lofty family. They do not associate with prostitutes.
That's a big misconception.
I agree. I mean, they like to think of themselves as that. And him most of all. He doesn't want his name sullied. And he sees his son, being with a prostitute is something that really lowers the family in the eyes of the rest of the world. He does not want it happening.
I get it.
But Tyrion, he's a bit of a rebel. He's always got a chip on his shoulder against his father. He's going to do it anyway. Do you think it's a good idea?
It's Tyrion. I feel like whatever he does, he gets away with. So I'm not worried about it.
He's pretty slippery. I can see that. Also, do you think he'll do a good job in his new role?
I think so.
He's clever.
He wheels and deals.
Yeah. I mean, do you think he'll be able to kind of control? Because remember, he's handed the king, and the king is Joffrey.
But they're all related, so it's like...
They're all related, but I mean, clearly,
It doesn't matter.
Tyrion and his father have problems. Cersei and Joffrey have problems. It's a very dysfunctional family. Being related does not mean that you're nice to each other.
Is Tyrion close with Cersei or Jaime?
No. Jaime is close with.
Okay.
Cersei and he don't like each other very much.
Does he know about the twincest?
I don't know 100%. I guess we'll find all that out when Cersei gets to King's Landing in season 2.
I'm so excited for season 2.
Oh, good. Any final thoughts on this little 10-hour adventure?
I've enjoyed this season 1 journey with you. Thank you for talking me through it.
You can't say it.
I did. No.
Okay.
Well, obviously, it's the most popular show, so we're just getting started.
We're just getting started. And thanks for taking this journey with us. And we'll be back next week for more Game of Thrones rumors, more Game of Thrones news, and more of Kayla Knows Nothing. Actually, if you want us to do like a season 1 recap or something, let us know. Maybe take a break. I don't know. We'll think about it. Thanks so much for joining us, and have a good day. Go Cubs.